Dementia residents and dementia units have recent memory loss, but they can understand, and for this cognition to be stimulated, there needs to be lots of workshops, discussions and involvement, and in this way they can get their cognition going and have a better quality of life. Dementia residents have a novel way of distilling down concepts, and they used to call this thinking the good thinking, and the workshops they'd call the thinking workshops, and in terms of attitude they said you've got to be positive in terms of being able to get this thinking going. So the residents were very enthusiastic and motivated, but you did have to make the topics interesting. If it was boring in their view, they didn't want anything to do with it. They had to have an interest and partake and be involved. And this did take quite a bit of effort in the early days when there was no smart TV around. So we established these workshops, and the favourite topics of the residents was by far being positive, positive thinking, and being confident. They were the two things, that you had to be positive and you needed to build back your confidence. So with that, then they were able to start, to get their confidence in speaking and communicating and making friends and establishing their own unique community. Now, in terms of the workshops as well, another topic that they liked, interestingly, was all about technology of the last 100 years, that being their era, right back from the telegraph to the telephone, to the computer, now to the iPhone. Even though they're not using iPhones, they're actually really interested in it, and they love the smart TV because they're used to change, they're used to technological change. And so discussions on these topics were of great interest. When they got their first camera, where did they travel, what photos did they take, did they have a photo album to show the group, a lovely picture in their room that they could bring in and discuss, very good. And of course, when did they get their first television, what was the first program that they watched, for many being the Queen's coronation. How could they forget? So I'd come up with these topics, and technology anyway was a given. They enjoyed that. Then of course there was the entertainment of Andre Rieu DVDs as well. There was quite a limited range of DVDs. You sort of forget, before smart TVs, really there wasn't much there for dementia residents, but Andre provided fabulous entertainment. He's got a great personality, and actually they really did enjoy him. So alongside that, then of course, the golden oldies. We did have some DVDs on golden oldies, and they had subtitles. That was when we started the reading program. That was part of the reading program. That was actually very valuable, because when they're singing their favourite old songs, it's very multifaceted learning. The residents are tapping into past memories and reminiscing, and many of them can still remember at least the verses of some of those old songs, past memory. They're tapping into present moment because they're seeing the visuals on the screen of the smart TV, and they're getting their cognition going by reading the words at the bottom of the screen because they want to keep up with the song and sing along. So it's part past memory, part cognition and reading, and then of course the camaraderie and the fun and the joy of music. So in this way you can really get a lot of learning going and a lot of cognition and understanding going. Of course, when the smart TV came in, everything changed, because it's a much vaster range of experience of learning, but actually those initial workshops where you put in the effort and the hard yards and everyone's making that effort to think and learn and understand were very invaluable in the early days. But of course there's more resources around now. So these are all the ways that cognition was helped with the workshops, with the discussion, with the karaoke, with the reading of the script on the smart TV. So make sure that whenever you're playing a program to a dementia resident, have the script, the subtitles on at the bottom, because then they can get their cognition going, their understanding going. And for those that are deaf, at least they can read the subtitles, and it gives more of a cognitive engagement when they're able to read as well as listen. Otherwise, they can just tune out and tune off if it's only the picture that they're watching. So I've written about all of this work in both books, The Resident's Voice and The Resident's Rise, on Amazon. A good read, a good gift. Thank you for your likes and views and support. Thank you.